Now it's time to introduce you to your first assignment, your brainstorming assignment, that's actually going to relate directly to the final project that you'll be submitting for Library 100. The first part of this assignment is to take 3 to 5 minutes and do a free write. Remember, free write is just when you sit down and just write whatever comes into your head. It's a stream of consciousness writing process. You just think about a topic that interests you or something that's going on in the news, in your life, and you just take 3 to 5 minutes with a clock or a watch next to you or some kind of timer and just write. Don't edit yourself. Just say whatever is in your head and put it down on paper. If you've already been thinking about a possible topic for the research project for this class, just write down everything that comes into your head about what you know about that topic. After your free write, you should highlight some terms or keywords that stand out to you and write them down or mark them down somewhere. Out of those highlighted ideas, just choose a handful, 3 to 5 different, highlighted ideas. Out of those highlighted ideas, focus on and develop 3 questions that could be possible research questions for a 5 to 7 page paper. Now remember, we're not writing a research paper for this class, but you're working on developing an idea for a paper, which we're going to be then researching and gathering resources for. We're not actually going to write a paper in this class. Here's an example of my free write that I did when I was thinking about movies, a topic that I'm interested in, that I enjoy. I gave myself 3 minutes to just write down whatever was in my head. Then I highlighted some key terms. I highlighted about 5 key terms here, things that jumped out at me and I thought that I could pursue possibly for a research question more in depth. And then from those terms, I chose my 3 favorites and I created questions based on that free write and based on those keywords. Places you might want to start before your free write. You may want to think about current events and read through newspapers, magazines, watch the news. Keep your eyes open for something that jumps out at you, something that interests you. The New York Times is a great resource. NewYorkTimes.com is a great place to find a lot of huge variety of different stories on a bunch of different topics. A good place to get your mind going. You can think of controversial topics. You can take a look at the courses that you're taking. Maybe you've already been given an assignment in another class, or just your personal interests. What interests you? In my case, it happened to be movies, but it could be a hobby, it could be travel, it could be books, something that interests you. So keep these things in mind as you sit down for your free write. The requirements of this assignment: make sure you use MLA style throughout this assignment. This is a formal assignment. You should have 1-inch margins. You should use a 12-point font, and you should have your name and date on it as you would a proper MLA styled paper. There's going to be an example of a completed brainstorming assignment in the online classroom for week 2, so you can take a look at the example there. You should save your assignment as a .doc, .docx, or .rtf file, and it's due Sunday, February 5th by 11:55 p.m. You submit the assignment the same way you did the first assignment. Late assignments will be accepted for 3 days, and you'll be marked down 10% for each day that it's late. If you have any questions about this assignment at all, remember to ask me early and send me an email at thomasl@smccd.edu. And there is a written description of this assignment and an example in the online classroom week 2 if you wanted to take a look at that too.